Honorable Moses Wetangula, Speaker of the National Assembly and Chief Guest. Honorable Raymond Uma, Principal Secretary, State Department for Youth Affairs. Distinguished speakers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I know the sun is hot and I don't want you to suffer more, so I will try to be brief. But I want to welcome all of you this morning because I know you came here today because you are convinced that democracy, good governance, and a political dialogue culture are key for stable and prosperous Kenya of the future. And a special greeting to all the women here for International Women's Day. I thank the Center for Multi-Party Dialogue and the other organizations for putting together such an impressive program. And if we look at this, by Saturday, when the festival stops, we will have gone through more topics on democratic governance than most advanced university programs. So maybe they will hand out diplomas at the end. Who knows? Ole has already said that there is strong European participation today and throughout the festival. And this really attests to the vibrancy of Kenya-European relations and partnership. As you know, Europe, and especially one country in Europe, Greece, is termed to be the cradle of democracy, which directly translates into rule by the people. We should never forget that. And there couldn't be a better way to discuss democracy in Kenya than the National Museum grounds where we are right now, because it tells us about Kenya's rich and long history of the tribal cultural heritage, about colonization, and the struggle for independence. Kenya fought hard for its freedom, and democracy is the best way to preserve that freedom. As Ole said, the essence of a healthy and vibrant democracy is that we listen and share, that we take decisions on issues of importance to our communities, societies, and countries jointly, and that citizens see that their views, hopes, and desires are reflected in the political decision-making process, be it at the national or the global level. Kenya is considered by many as a lighthouse for democracy and the rule of law, and it's admired for its progressive 2010 constitution and how far Kenya has come over the past 13 years. Kenyan citizens are well educated and aware of their rights and obligations as duty bearers. And on International Women's Day, we welcome and we note that more and more women step into the political arena in Kenya. And I hope that among the students here today, there are many girls who aspire to become president, not only the boys. We need to acknowledge, however, that Kenya has governance challenges. There are conflicts, there is violence, there is corruption, and the access to affordable education, healthcare, and decent jobs is a challenge for many, many Kenyans. And we should never forget, democracy must bring dividends to its citizens. It must work for its people. This is also why death and tax issues are discussed for the very first time at this festival, because citizens want to know more about it and have a say on these critical subjects. I'm also very heartened that we have such a strong youth participation here, because as a previous speaker said, the next generation of democrats needs to be cultivated. And the voice of youth counts because they are the future. The EU strongly supports democratic governance in Kenya through many projects on human rights, gender, governance, justice, and elections. And we continue the dialogue and support to a vibrant Kenyan civil society. We should not forget that women are at the heart of any democracy. We cannot build a sustainable democracy without equal participation of women. So in concluding, I would like to say that Kenyans have come a long way, and through respectful dialogue and inclusive governance, democracy will continue to thrive and develop in Kenya. I wish you all a wonderful festival, fun times together with music and theater and food and very rich discussions. And I look forward to your reflections. Thank you very much.